Good day to you. It is Monday, August 18th, 2025, and we're back at it with another week of daily check-ins. Thank you for joining me. I hope you had a good weekend. If you had to work, I hope it was meaningful. And so we're kicking off another week. Let's see, what are we doing temperature-wise today? I think it's about mid-70s in Fahrenheit, mid-20s Celsius here in the New York City area. Now, it's decidedly different in Sydney, Australia, where they're still wrapping up winter time. Just at the end of winter, I think. And today, their high was 56 degrees Fahrenheit with a low of 48, and it looks like quite rainy. If you live in Sydney, let us know if that's accurate. The other thing I noticed today was I looked up what holidays are going on today. There's no U.S. federal holiday or big holiday here, but my goodness, I mean, I laugh about this because if you go on social media feeds, it's like, it's National Donut Day. It's National Take Care of Yourself Day. It's not like every day there's some kind of new thing. And if you tried to keep up with all of it, you would literally it just kind of swamps you. I mean, it's all things to everybody and nothing to nobody sometimes. But today, August 18th, is, according to Google, and I'm sure this is the AI summary, so let's just take that with a slight grain of salt. But I think this one would be pretty accurate. They have citations for everything. So let's see. National Couples Day, National Fajita Day, National Ice Cream Pie Day, National Mail Order Catalog Day. Who knew? International Delivery Driver Appreciation Day, National Bad Poetry Day. That's probably my favorite. That's most poetry, right? National Pinot Noir Day, Never Give Up Day, World Breast Cancer Research Day. More interesting to me are the public holidays around the world. So in Pakistan, apparently it is Arbor Day, a national observance for planting trees. That sounds good. In North Macedonia, it's Armed Forces Day. In Indonesia, they have a Constitution Day today. Vietnam Veterans Day in Australia, Long Tan Day. So remembers the Battle of Long Tan and other Vietnam War veterans. And National Science Day in Thailand, a day dedicated to science in Thailand. So that's pretty cool. But I particularly took note of a couple things here. National Couples Day, a day to celebrate relationships and show appreciation for your partner, which probably ideally is every day. Always good to do that. And Never Give Up Day, a day to encourage perseverance and a positive attitude, which is great. We just need to be careful not to be, as my friend Tasha wrote in Shatterproof, grit gaslighting, where the positivity turns toxic. So absolutely don't give up, but also be clear-headed about what's going on and taking the steps to grow through adversity so that we're not the same on the other side. It isn't just about getting up. It's about building up so you can move forward and be better as you move forward. So, okay. So August 18th, we are really in the shank of the summer and of the month, and boy, it just feels it out on the streets. I have to tell you, at least here, quieter, definitely quieter. I mean, you have obviously if you go to Times Square at certain times, it's very, very busy, but on the whole, the streets you can definitely tell are quieter. I know also tourism is down in the U.S. just generally because of the policies of this administration. And so I know there's a demonstrable impact from that, but I think also the combination of that plus the summer, it just feels it. And so nice cool day, hopefully a cool quiet day, and a day to get a lot of stuff done. Over the weekend, I did have some, I didn't overwork, and I do like to do work on weekends because it's a different kind of, pressure. I mean, there's just no one else is too busy. And so my work this weekend was literally putting files away. I don't know about you, but I have a real problem with just clutter on my desktop. I will create a folder and just kind of it's kind of the equivalent of putting things under my bed. And if I have a meeting where I have to share my screen, I'll kind of dump them all in a folder. And then I end up with a folder that has folders in it, with more folders in it, and a bunch of files, many of which really just should be junked, or, a few of them need to be filed away somewhere. So I took a shot and got an entire folder with dozens and dozens of files disposed of, filed away. And so today I've resolved to get 50 of those 50 files put away. Again, if I do that every single day, by the end of the week, I will have all files put away and a lot more space freed up on my computer. So I'm looking forward to that. So what was your productivity this weekend? What did you do that was meaningful for you? And it doesn't have to be productive. It could be I rested, it's just something that's meaningful. That's what I seem to find that measures, whether I had a good weekend is, did I get something meaningful done, including rest? And then the second part of that is, who did I connect with this weekend? And boy, I had a lot of connection. Went to a big barbecue, met up with a lot of different people individually and in groups. And then Sunday was sort of a, get stuff done with my wife day. We had some really good interactions at Costco, believe it or not. Met some very nice people who work there, and went for an eye appointment. The lady was really nice there. It turns out she works 7 days a week. I asked her, when do you get a day off? Because she's, working this eye doctor office. And she said she works 7 days a week, part-time on the weekends, and then a full-time job during the week. And I was like, man, she's probably, I don't know if she has kids or not, but she's just seemed like a very, very dedicated, hardworking person who is trying to make it in tough circumstances and keep a positive attitude through it. So I was really grateful for her and the interaction we had with her. Recently, I came across something that, and this is what I'm going to wrap up with today. I know it's kind of a random hodgepodge of different fragments, but bear with me. There is a very inspiring manifesto that a friend of mine read to me. I asked him, why it's a person who had a different career, owned businesses, and completely gave all of that up to do a kind of consulting that is near and dear to his heart. And when I asked him, what made the change? You had millions of dollars in revenue and fancy cars and all of that, and you gave it all up to just do a simplified business, a service business that is less profitable but more meaningful to him. And this was I think our third meeting that we'd ever had, and he looked at me through the screen and just almost teared up. It was kind of choking up a little bit. And he goes, that's actually a very meaningful question for me. And he explained the circumstances of why he made the change in his life, why he needed to. And then he mentioned this Holstee Manifesto. And according to, I looked it up, and it says that basically two people who quit their jobs, corporate jobs in New York City. Let's see, let me look it up again here. Just a second. I had it pulled up, and then I think I closed. How did it happen? Oh my. Let's see. Hang on one second. Here we go. Yes, the Holstee, Holstee. And of course, I'll put a link to this in the episode. It originated in 2009 when brothers Dave and Mike Radpravar and their friend Fabian Fortmuller sat on the steps of Union Square in New York City to define success for themselves, separate from financial considerations. They put these words on their new company's website, which became the About page for their venture, Holstee, and unexpectedly resonated with millions worldwide, it becoming a viral phenomenon. Well, it may have been viral, but I had never even heard of it. So I think of this sort of tension in American culture where we on one hand produce this kind of dreaming, where it's like, don't worry about money, really dive into what you believe. And then we have the reality of our society, which requires many people to fight and compete and work 7 days a week just to get by. And so we have both of those things, and they're both realities, and we can hold space for both and try and make it easier on the 7-day-a-weekers, but also lean into this amazing part of our culture. So I'm going to read this to you, and hopefully this inspires you today. If you're, in a place where you're not quite sure about something you're doing, I think this can be applied to your career. I think it can be applied to many, many things. Again, I'll link to this manifesto, but I really enjoyed reading this, and this gives me inspiration. So here's how it goes. Holstee Manifesto. This is your life. Do what you love and do it often. If you don't like something, change it. If you don't like your job, quit. If you don't have enough time, stop watching TV. If you're looking for the love of your life, stop. They'll be waiting for you when you start doing things you love. Stop over-analyzing. Life is simple. All emotions are beautiful when you eat. Appreciate every last bite. Open your mind, arms, and heart to new things and people. We are united in our differences. Ask the next person you see what their passion is and share your inspiring dream with them. Travel often. Getting lost will help you find yourself. Some opportunities only come once. Seize them. Life is about the people you meet and the things you create with them. So go out and start creating. Life is short. Live your dream and share your passion. And I know this isn't easy to do, If you don't like your job, quit. It sounds easy. But it's a good question. If you don't like what you're doing, you can stop it. Maybe not immediately. But in most cases, it's just a series of decisions and laying the groundwork. So I want to recognize that it's not always a snap of the fingers, but it is a mental shift first, and then the feet follow. So what is it this week that you're looking to let go of so you can move forward? That's it for now. I don't want to spend more time. We're already at 12 minutes. So I'll just wish you a very happy Monday and look forward to reconnecting with you tomorrow. In the meantime, be good to yourself and others. Take care.